everyone, I'm Michelle Neal and welcome to my channel today. I just want to make hopefully a short video here. Last night I really struggled to get to sleep. I don't know what was going on. I'm normally fairly good at going to sleep. I mean, I do wake up a lot anyway, but that wasn't really the point. I tossed and turned all night last night and I couldn't get to sleep at all, possibly dozed here and there, but I was aware that I was more awake than asleep. And I was praying in bed and at one point I sat up and said, Lord, what's this about? Why can't I go to sleep? So eventually I switched the light off again and I actually did fall asleep. It was about 4 o'clock. And I was aware that the dreams that I was having at that particular time were really bizarre. Now, I've had end times dreams before, but not the sort that I had last night. I mean, it was just, I woke up about 6:30. So it was in that sort of 2.5 hour period that I had these really bizarre dreams. And when I woke up, I thought about it, and I've since thought about it again, trying to work out what it was about. Firstly, I said to my husband that what I was seeing in this dream was what I thought were AI generated holograms in the sky. That was my first understanding of it. I was seeing loads and loads of planes, aeroplanes descending. They were huge, absolutely huge. They were coming down. I didn't see anything crash, but they were like coming through the clouds, as if they were going to crash on the ground. So you can imagine you're standing on the ground and these massive aeroplanes literally, coming towards you or going past you, like within 20-30 feet, and the noise and everything with it. This kept happening one after the other. And I first of all, I just thought, well, perhaps they're holograms. There were other things going on in the sky. What I could have actually believed were these AI generated holograms that people are talking about to deceive people. Project Bluebeam or whatever it's called. I don't know much about any of that, but I do know that that's something to do with it. But since then I've thought about it, and I felt like I was an observer in all of this, rather than a participator, because I said to the Lord, why can't I go to sleep? What's going on? What's troubling me? Is there something you'd want to show me? So this is what I was shown in those 2.5 hours. And so having thought about it since, it seems to me that these aeroplanes that I was seeing coming down and not quite crashing, I didn't see that aspect of it, but possibly, if you think about the rapture, I know many people have mentioned this sort of thing, but they're seeing. So say there's a plane full of people and maybe half of them are Christians, and they all get raptured, and say for example both the pilots are Christians, and the rapture happens and there's all these planes. If you think about the thousands and thousands of planes that are circling the sky and up travelling all over the place, all over the world, all at the same time, and pilots disappear out of their seats and go up to be with the Lord in the rapture. And for example, you've got both the pilot and the co-pilot, both go, if they're both Christians. Nobody's going to be piloting the plane, so there's all these planes are going to descend to the ground all at once and crash. And of course, you imagine the whole of the chaos, the destruction, that's going to occur when the rapture happens. Now, I kept seeing these planes over and over again in my dream last night, although I didn't see the crash, as I've said, because, well, whatever the reason, the Lord didn't want to show me that. But I now believe what I saw was what is going to happen. At the rapture, this absolute chaos and devastation is going to occur. Planes tumbling out of the sky all over the world, and you just don't want to think about it. You know, you can't get your head round it. Trains, you know, that suddenly have got nobody driving the train in the, you know, at the front of the train and crashing, and cars, you know, the drivers just being raised up out of the driving seat, and all these cars, multiple pile-ups all over the world. You name it, it's going to be absolute horrific destruction. And I just think I was shown this little aspect of it, because I tell you what, I was looking at this and I thought, they were so close, it was like they were literally going past my eyes. And then the next one, and the next one, and I felt as though I was just observing rather than getting caught up in the panic that was going on around me. It was like I was protected with the Holy Spirit, the peace of the Holy Spirit, and just literally observing it, because I'd asked the Lord, why, what do you want to show me? Is there something you want to show me in a dream or a vision? Doesn't always do that, but he did last night, and I've sat all day thinking about it because I've been really agitated inside, wanting to know what it was. So maybe that's coming very soon, folks. The way things are out in the Middle East, it's like it could happen at any minute. So anyway, I'll leave that there for you, just, you know, to keep you posted. I said I'd keep you posted if the Lord gave me any other dreams or visions. So I believe this was from him. That's why I'm sharing it now for you. So be encouraged, brothers and sisters. I just pray that soon and very soon we will see the Lord, and he will come down and take us to be with him, to forever live with him in heaven. And the rapture is going to be, obviously I'm not putting dates or anything like that, but it just feels like he's coming to rapture us really soon. And to show me that dream, it's just like, wow, because I've not had one like that before. I've not had an end times dream for quite a while, probably quite a few years. I did have a lot between 2008 and 2012, but I haven't really mentioned much about those other than that I'd had them. I think I mentioned it back in some videos a few years back. But yeah, this one, I just hope and pray that Jesus is coming for us soon. Anyway, brothers and sisters, I'll leave it there, and I'll see you again soon, either on the next video or in the air. God bless you all. Bye for now.